This playthrough is rated M for mature. You know, with how this game started, it's appropriate that in this way, with Krait's goons dealing with our, at least Duncan's friend and our other, and Isabel and Gobbet's friends, we now find ourselves finally encountering this lady. But will it end up the way you want, and will we just take this time to finally get out of the game? We'll find out today in the finale of Shadowrun Hong Kong. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of, well, Shadowrun Hong Kong. In the last episode, we entered the final area, Tai Po. We gathered some information about Krait herself. Looks like she was working for Ares, or at least helping Ares, and she might be taking off the employee's work. She won't get that insurance anymore for her health, and that's not going to be good for her. I wonder if we can use that to our advantage. But anyway, we also cleared out a bit of the area, got really close to losing some fights because, well, not losing, but losing an objective because beating these guys with so many turns. But you're probably thinking to yourself, is there an easier way to do that? Well, yes, there is, actually. This little power station over here, which you can find earlier, has the ability to help us with that. Let's find out what this panel does, though. The door to the substation is guarded by a chain link fence. An old access panel hangs next to the locked and rusted gate. Despite its age, the panel's inset displays glow invitingly. If you have strength 5, you can tear the gate off. If you have decking 5, you can hack the panel, open it. You can also have Duncan to open the door. You can also have Iz open the door, and Ractor can open the door as well. And if you have the key code, which we got from the Ares office, you can have it as well. If you don't have the code, obviously you can still break it. So this is one thing to do if you're aware of this already. But I wanted to see if I could actually beat the challenge of beating most of the fights within 3 rounds, except for the one coming up ahead. But I knew I could do that one anyway. But anyway, let's have Duncan break it off. So, hey Duncan, does that gate look flimsy to you? Duncan frowns at the rusty gate. Yeah, Pikel, it kind of does. He wraps his hands around the pipework frame of the gate and gives a solid yank. With a screech of protest, the rusty gate comes free from its moorings. There you go. Enjoy. All right. Now with that open, now we can get inside and see what this has to offer. Even though we probably could have climbed the gate, even with the barbed wire, like we could have climbed a bit of it, maybe jumped on the wall there, jumped off. But anyway, the documentation for the control panel is surprisingly robust. Stickers dense with text have been plastered all over its casing, providing detailed instructions of the substation and what it governs. From what you're reading, it looks as though the substation regulates Tai Po's local power grid. So you can walk away or disconnect the power and smash the panel. Yeah, and as you can see, the lights turn off. Following the instructions of the stickers, you disconnect the power and then smash the panel to splinters. All around you, the lights begin to flicker and die. Duncan glances around, adjusting his goggles. Good move. If we had to fight any SDU officers, we'll catch them off guard. The darkness should give us a few more seconds before they can raise the alarm. They'll never see us coming. Too bad we killed most of them already. There is one group we haven't finished off yet, but that's one we were going to run into anyway. It basically turns the rounds from 3 to 5, so it gives you a lot more breathing room if you were kind of curious on that or worried. It is possible to not fight anyone in this section. Well, there is one required fight. But it is possible not to fight anyone before you get to the Ares office to unlock that thing in the first place if you didn't have Duncan or Gobbet, or sorry, Duncan or Isabel or Ractor. Because as far as I'm aware of, I think maybe some of I think as far as I'm aware of, all the hired companions can't do the stuff that Gobbet and Ractor or any of your allies can do, as far as I'm aware of. But I almost never hired them, so I've forgotten. So you'll have to forgive me. But anyway. There's a card reader here. You can access this by killing the officers around here, which I did last episode. So the train car is locked tight. You can't see any obvious way to open it, but as you're turning away, a faint glow catches your eye. Stooping down, you find the source of the light, a hidden card reader tucked up under the lower edge of the door. Insert the card that you found into the reader. Your card disappears into the reader, and the door to the train car rolls open. The inside of the car is a mess. A number of massive crates have been hastily disassembled in here. It looks like someone was unpacking something large, or a number of things, something's in a hurry. Towards the back of the car, a single intact crate catches your eye. It's a heavy industrial thing, fabricated out of corrugated Duraplast, sealed with a series of mag locks. You don't see any signs of panel or keycard reader. Examine the crate. Your exploration doesn't reveal any obvious methods of opening the crate. You do find a small box that has been wielded to one side, however. A label on the box reads, "Remove contents and adds to control routine before activation." Huh. The box lid swings open. A generic black data stick sits inside. Lifting it, you find a universal data port set into the bottom. Have Isabel look at the chip. Hey, what can you tell me about this? I don't know. Let me see it. Isabel grabs the data stick and slots it into her cyberdeck. Her fingers clatter against the keyboard, and scrolling text fills the screen of her deck's display. Huh. Looks like it's carrying a firmware upgrade for some sort of control system. I can tell you that it hasn't been applied yet. It's designed to be single-use. Once you plug it into whatever it's meant to go with, the stick burns itself out. She unslots the stick and hands it back to you. Can't do you anything more than that, I'm afraid. I'd suggest that we hang on to it, just in case we bump into whatever was in those other crates. Uh-oh. And that thing is pretty big, so... hopefully it's not a big robot inspired by a certain group of creatures that live on the planet. But anyway, let's head on to the main exit location. This might be a good spot to save before dealing with the in-game stuff. This one, or maybe a little bit further on. There's a couple of things we can use to affect the ending, and then there'll be another spot to save for ending stuff, because there are a couple of variations on the ending depending on what you choose. Okay, so there's 3 guys here, a trooper, a mage, and a mage here. So if you get about right here is when they'll notice you. So let's activate our turns. So let's move, just kind of move everyone into cover. Well, at least, well, I can't move there because they'll notice me, but I can at least let's move you there. Oh, come on, I hate that. I tried to move there, it won't. There we go. Alright, let's see. Let's dual aim. Duncan. Let's cast aim on herself. Let's cast hate, or let's see, where's haste? There's channel haste on me. Actually, maybe Duncan might be better in this case. Yeah, we'll just hit on me, why not? Let's see. Yeah, we'll cast armor herself, why not? Let's see, we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. We'll activate the next turn and go from there. So, all right. It's in turn. Okay. Let's see, everyone's out in the open, so we shouldn't have to worry about losing cover or stuff like that. So, let's blast him. Nice. Yeah, let's do. Oh, I forgot to hit me with the mana stream. All right. Yeah, she's a bit far away for that. Yeah, I guess I can move her a little bit closer, but I'll just hit him from here. Oh, nice. Got some ricochet on that one. Alright, let's nice. Let's see, you're out. You're not quite out yet, so nice. Let's see if we can hit that guy. Oh, come on. There we go. Ooh, nice. Alright, let's finish this guy off if we can. There we go, 99% apparently is the winning number here. So. There we go. Alright. And that should be... trying to remember, we should have taken out everyone. See, group there. Well, that group is separate. And let's see. Yeah, group there, the group in there. Yeah, should have taken everyone out. So, yeah, like I said, you don't have to. It just does the whole objective thing if you do that. So, all right, let's go into the warehouse proper this time. All right, we've made it. This is the warehouse that Ares hired the SEU to defend. This is where we're going to find our answers. Before we walk through the door, make sure you're ready for a fight. And then we can choose to back out, but don't worry about me. She squeezes her eyes shut, rubs her temples. You're solid, I know that. Not sure I can't say the same for myself, though. I'm not gonna lie, Wiggles. I'm really hurting over here. I think I'm feeling the delayed after effects of the magical energy I soaked up back at the police station. She swallows, her eyes darting. She looks nervous. Look, I'll do my best to see this through, but if anything should happen... I'll finish this for you, don't worry about it. Key nods. I'll hold you to that. Now let's lead the way. I'm right behind you. Alright, enter the warehouse. Alright, final area of the game right here, so... Go straight into combat. Alright. Yeah, we complete. Let's look over the... Yeah, we're able to kill all the enemies before learning Krait. So even though they attack us as soon as we enter, we still have the... we're still ahead of the game in this case. So, alright, we got quite a few people here. We got a enforcer, trooper, captain, and a grenadier. So obviously you want to have everyone stick together, just so Duncan can catch the grenades if they shoot them at him. Just trying to think of some. Unfortunately, the area starts out with you as a pretty bad spot because everyone's pretty much out in the open here. So let's see. I'll put myself over. I'm trying to think. I guess I'll put myself over here just so. Okay, I can see everyone there. Isabel will put you into cover. Same with Gobbet and Duncan. Yeah, I'll throw you over here. Now it looks like you can still see quite a few people. Alright, let's dual aim. Duncan. Alright, let's aim on myself. Oh, nice. And then... Let's see. Let's test haste on... Yeah, I'll do it, Duncan. Actually, let's see if we can, let's see. Yeah, I'll do the trooper. Oh, nice, it hit, so. Alright. Sweetness. Haha! Nice little old AP damage right there. Let's take out the grenadier if we can. Looks like they're all moving on this turn. Ooh. He missed. I don't know why. It seems like the guys have a derp walk when they try to get up to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. A little too far away for that, man, my friend. All right, Gobbet. Let's have you mana charge. Whoops. Unfortunately, I don't think our acid fog is. I mean, everyone's gonna be able to hit them from there anyway. So, really missed, 80%. Whew, boy. All right. Yeah, that won't hit any of us. So. There we go. Nice. I like it. I like where this is going. I like what I see here. Let's hit you with a flamethrower. Ah, it's considered cover. Okay. fireball you. Okay, good. I've got a crit there. I was hoping to do enough damage to you. See if I can get a mercy kill to hit or do enough damage to you. Oh, come on. No, you missed anyway, so it doesn't matter. Oh, come on. You couldn't hit Duncan? Oh, well, whatever. That's not that big of a deal. Let's see. Yeah, let's hit you with the lightning again. Man, you are in a really good spot. There we go. Let's mark you if we can. Oh well. Let's get you out of cover then. Hey, even though you blocked, it still counts as hitting you. So. And aim and hit you. Let's try to get some. Maybe. There we go. Ah. Ho ho. Yeah, too bad none of these guys really have summoning, so I can't really take advantage of Gobbet here. So. Yeah, I'll just try to spread the love. I mean, one of the main reasons to give Duncan haste is so he can do full auto multiple times. As the sound of gunfire dies down, Key's eyes lock on the transplast windows that line the western wall of the room. On the other side of the windows sits the most impressive armory you've ever seen. Sinister-looking black and yellow vehicles emblazoned with the stylized logos sit parked in front of the stacked cases of ordnance. A half-track armed with a battery of surface-to-air missiles dominates the center of the room. The vehicles are military-grade, designed for battlefield use, but the insignia of the Hong Kong police force adorns each one. Fuck me, that's what Ares is working towards. With enough gear like that, they could stage a coup. In a ways, I think that's what they're doing. Look at the insignias on those vehicles, Wiggles. She points at the nearest vehicle, a military APC covered with Ares and HKPF iconography. Knight errant branded police vehicles, Ares regalia on HKPF material, and enough firepower to take out half the buildings at Victoria Harbor. Hell, you do the math. They're planning on taking control of the HKPF. She nods grimly. They're going to try to pull the police contract from Mitsuhima, maybe even merge it with Knight Errant, and when they do, they'll have total control of security in the free enterprise zone. Yeah, we'll have options here, so. And that's what the big change that Land was working towards, a brand new police force under Ares macro technology. Right, and Ares' first order of business was making Mitsuhama look so bad that they could swoop in and take the contract for themselves. Months of police brutality, hundreds of people massacred in Kowloon City riots, all to help Ares win a fucking contract. She blinks agitedly, the veins in her temple throbbing. If they're already this entrenched here, if they're gone so far as to rebrand their damned artillery, they must be close to making their move. That's enough proof to get the Mitsuhama off their asses and into the fight. She nods grimly. More than enough. We'll have to secure the location first, though. They won't send their own troops up against Ares. The last thing they want to do is spark off a corporate war. What are we supposed to do? Clear the space out for ourselves? Exactly. If we can secure this warehouse, everybody wins. Mitsuhama gets the evidence it needs to haul Ares before the Executive Council. I get back in corporate's good graces, and I get your SIN back. We just need... Key abruptly stumbles, clutching her temple. Alright, another migraine. She shakes her head violently in a vain attempt to clear it. Yeah, I'll be okay, though. I'll be fine. Her sentence trails into a low-pitched groan. Oh, come on, Key. We still got a job to do. Her cheeks flush red with anger. I'll be fine, damn it. We need a second to... Fuck, I'm seeing double. Need a second to catch my breath. Without another word, she pitches forward. Her face hits the floor with a dull smack. Great. That's just wonderful. What's wrong with her? I like how everyone just doesn't give a crap about her, really, when you think about it. Key struggles to lift her body off the ground, groaning through clenched teeth. The cords stand out on her neck, and her temples have flushed nearly purple. She holds herself, trembling like a newborn fowl. We need to get a chiropractor on her, man. Get that first neck snap. Ooh, that'll make her feel good. Anyway, if you have biotech, you can try to diagnose her. If you've got spellcasting or conjuring, you can use astral projection to see what's going on. Or try to revive her if you've got none. Her aura is black and blue and partially shredded. She's suffering from the trauma of extreme and sustained magical drain. Casting another offensive spell right now could kill her. This isn't good. Key's mouth falls open, but the sound that comes out is unintelligible. Something between a moan and a whimper. Tears begin to well in the corners of her eyes. A crackle static from the warehouse's PA system cuts in, drowning Key out. Moments later, a cold voice pours in through the speakers. Hello, Mr. Bouldershoulder. Hello, Senior Inspector Key. She spreads her arms, a wry smile on her face. Welcome to the future site of the Toho Harbor Complex. You know, you really should have stayed with your pirate friends. You weren't hurting anybody out there, and we probably would have left you alone. It still isn't too late to turn back. Go talk to the orc on the docks and get back to the fancy boat and never set foot on Free Enterprise Zone territory again. She shrugs. Or don't, and die in this warehouse. The choice is yours. The choice is yours, and yours alone, viewers. Alright, the PA system crackles again, then dies. Key's eyes flutter, then focus. She turns her head to stare at you. Wiggles, listen, I can't help you. Another hit of drain might kill me. She struggles up to her knees, wincing. I don't think I could even walk straight right now. You're barely even trying. Get up, damn it. Her voice comes out in an angry snarl. Fuck that. I can't even stand. I'm useless to you like this. You're gonna have to kill her yourself, Wiggles. Just remember what you stand to gain when this is through. You chose a fine time to get dizzy, lady. Wasn't my choice. And just how it happened. Kill Krait. Come to me when it's done. We'll radio Mitsuhama. Turn this place over to them. I'll get your life back. Alright, well, it looks like It looks like Key is done, so yeah, she is no longer available to help us. She is out, so. Alright, so, if you wanted to get some variations to the ending, you want to, well, yeah, it's probably a good spot to save it here, so. Alright. But yeah, this will lead us to the final confrontation. How will it pan out, viewers? Probably not like you'll expect, although it depends on how you play it, so. Alright. Okay, so we got a couple of dock wagons here and a couple of med packs. I wonder if we're going to need it for something. All right, let's just... Okay, got a couple terminals here, and we got a ley line here. Very nice. Now we want to make sure to kind of... we'll eventually have to encounter this whole thing, but I want to get to one of these terminals. Okay, let's get over there. I didn't want to rush on in, so... This terminal has been wired into a large, vaguely sinister-looking device that has been mounted to the warehouse floor. Gold contact plates line the base of the device, and a variety of articulated arms hang idly from its four elevated pylons. The terminal's display winks at you as you approach. Examine the display. Power dock 1.11A charging control station. Searching for paired slave device. Device missing or out of range. Interesting. Keep that in mind when we when the next section up ahead occurs. Let's check this one. Is out of range. Okay, so something's out of range here. So unfortunately, let's check these dock wagon things. So you get some, we'll just leave them because we don't need them and there's nothing to sell at the end. So these are basic dock wagon stuff. Up. Okay. Uh-oh. What the? Oh yeah, there's a summon spot there, and on the other side is some med 2s, I believe. Uh-oh. This ain't good. Okay, so we got ourselves a bit of a situation here. So we got a Comet Mage, we got a Trooper, got a Captain, and a Conjurer here of cheap tricks. And we also got a couple of Spire Tanks. Uh-oh. Look at that, 130 HP, decent chance to crit. However, will we deal with such a thing? Well, let's check that terminal again, shall we? Now that the Spire Tanks have now appeared, there's something different on the screen. Searching for paired slave device. Slave device detected. Device name, Ares Tarantula. Please connect a compatible combat control module. And we do have that from that crate earlier, so Connect the stick that you lifted from the train car. Combat control module recognized. Firmware updating. Command device detected. The screen fills with an impenetrable wall of text. It appears to be a proprietary low-level coding language of some kind. It would take a skilled decker or rigger to decipher this, and even then, it'd probably take time. This is why you might also want to bring Ractor. But like I said, the weird thing about this particular mission is that Isabel and Ractor are interchangeable for the most part, except for that one Matrix section, but you could easily not need her to get the information you need. So since we don't have dome control, we can't do that. However, we can actually hack the interface on this one. Or we can just overload the batteries of the Spire Drone and kill it instantly. And it's a one-time thing. You can't do it on both of the machines. So, alright, let's hack the terminal to accept a PDA as a command interface. A2Q8801 recognized. Noticed, upon completion of sync, combat control module hardware will become inoperative. Please obtain a new combat control module from Protective Management to initiate a new session. Beginning sync, 0% complete. The percentage on display slowly begins to climb. Okay, so I think if you're the drone, it's a little bit faster, but we still have to wait for it to. So we want to leave. We basically want to leave the Spire tanks alone for now. I could move there. That would waste a turn though. But I could also cast Blur on myself, so I can stand there for a turn, because that'll reduce my to hit to 35%. So let's do that. And yeah, because it's dual hit, it'll hit Gobbet as well. Alright, Ashley. Let's go ahead and cast, I was going to cast haste on me. That would give me a turn to cast a spell. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, let's move over there. Alright, let's see. Oh, let's see. I guess I want to cast haste on myself as well, so I can actually guarantee a hit or whatever, so. Nice. Actually, I wasn't trying to hit the Spire Drone, but unfortunately that's just kind of the way it goes. Could move over here to help keep the grenades off of me, because even with my percentage to hit, or to hit me is reduced, grenades will still hit me if it comes down to it. So, ow. Of course, I thought they were gonna go after me, but they decided to hit her instead. Haha. But yeah, they went all after Isabel. What the heck? Like, seriously, there's clearly better targets. Like, I am out in the open. My character is out in the open. Oh, well, whatever. Okay, so let's heal Isabel there. She took quite a bit of damage. Let's also capture that creature there. And let's get you out of cover. Thank you. Oops. Alright, let's oh, nice. Alright. Let us hit you, Conjurer. Nice. I like it. Alright, let's hit you with the lightning. Yeah, let's hit you with Siphon. Yeah, I can't really Siphon from robots, so. Alright, let's have you try to kill that Conjurer if we can. Let's see. Yeah, this is a primeval creature, so nice. Okay, he's got enough movement so we can try to hit that guy. Just to knock out their AP. Oh, nice. Alright. Oh, he recovered from the AP damage. Let's try mana arcing him if we can. Just straight up kill him, that'll work. Oh, leave her alone. Good lord, guys. Okay, seriously, why are you going after her? That doesn't make sense. I mean, there's almost no way to like really guess like what they're gonna do sometimes. You know what I mean? Can I see you from there? Okay, let's heal you. Yeah, too bad it takes so long to like. Okay, let's see. We got Comet Mage up here. She's a bit. That wastes my whole turn though. Yeah, let's move a little bit closer. I want to see if I can get her knocked out of cover. Let's try blasting you with some magic. All right, Dungeon Rings. I might kill him before I get the spider tank. By the way, there's an achievement for grabbing the one of the spider tanks. So, yeah, too bad you can't really. This is kind of funny, actually. Yeah, you can't stun a robot. I did that for fun. Okay, let's just. I'll just leave at 0 for now. Oh yeah, I don't have a blur on me anymore, so... Okay, well, oh well. Oh wow, he wrecked me. Holy crap, he killed me. Bam! Alright, he must have gotten a crit on me or something like that. That blows. Like, really does. Okay. Yeah, more enemies come in. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I should have cast Blur on myself again, because, yeah, that guy crit me, I think, both times he insta-killed me. Or he didn't insta-kill me, he just did a crap ton of damage. Yeah, this thing's gone berserk. Alright, so now we've got the Spider Tank on our team. Yay! So, alright, so this is the one we want to destroy, so, okay. But yeah, you should get an achievement if you did this properly. Okay, so yeah, we got hit pretty bad, but that's why I bought a bunch of those platinum. Let's see. Sweet. Oh, bam! All right. Alright, what do we got? See, I'll have to hit Gubbin. I need to have you. Oh, let's see. I need to. Oh, I don't have any AP, so I'm going to have to use capture you again. Next turn, I'll try to grab that summon that's over there. Okay, Isabel. I need to have you in a better position because. I'm just trying to think where to put you. Well, I want to put you in cover for sure. Yeah, let's try to. Well, yeah, not really any good spots. Let's see if we can. No, of course not. Yeah, I can't make him bleed either. All right, let's give myself some AP. Alright, let's see if we can hit this guy. I just try to finish that guy off. Yeah, it's not gonna do much damage though. Ooh, nice. Can I get enough? Nope, not enough for. Let's have you don't do anything. Let's see. I might be able to finish that guy off, maybe. Nice. Let's see. Okay, so as the spider tank, we have their machine gun and or minigun and laser cannon. Almost works like Crochet when it comes to the laser cannon. He also has repair the spider tank ability, which heals them 25 HP. He also has the defend ability, which makes them immune from crits on the front. And then the minigun has the burst fire and full auto ability. And then the spider tank laser is just a laser, but it has an 8% accuracy if you activate it. He also has a expert drone repair kit, just in case as well. Let's see, and you've got 3A. I'll hit you, get some AP damage. And then I could keep doing it to keep doing AP damage to him. But I wanna get some full auto burst on you or something like that. Nice! Oh, what? Ow. Oh, 3 AP damage. Are you kidding me? Oh, no. That stinks. That really stinks. I mean, that's the risk, but still. Oh, man, that sucks. All right. Huh, got pretty lucky on that one. Holy crap. Kind of needed it, too, actually. Let's see. I need to take out those troopers, man. They're really annoying. Alright, let's see. Oh, wow. Nice ricochet there. You're dead. They are gonna kill me. Oh, here comes another spider tank. Yeah, this is probably one of the hardest fights in the game, actually. No joke. Mainly because of all the spider tanks and everything. Knocked her out again. Dude. Well, oh, it's because Duncan's out. That's why he didn't catch it. Because, yeah, Duncan actually has to be... Duncan actually has to be awake to do that, so... Alright, let's see. God, she's still out, too. Yeah, that's why the game gives us, like, all these dock wagon stuff and everything. I might just have to, like, go back into hiding or something like that just because of the, Although I do have one more dock wagon, so... Let's see. I need to get rid of that trooper. Am I almost out of HP? Alright. Maybe? There we go. Nice. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I should really have him working on the spider tanks, to tell you the truth. So let's do the laser on him. Yep, I'm out again, so. Hey, hit your own guy, dude. That's fine. That's the last dock wagon, though, so I have to be really careful after that, so. Oh, that was really good right there. Let's see. Might be better to finish. Oh wait, I need to reload. Alright, you're down. Let's see. I mean, Siphon still does damage. It just won't do as much. It won't do what I could swear it did at least some damage. I must be misremembering. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Thank you. Having one of them hit. Yeesh. Trying to think about when I... let's give him haste. And then, let's give him a dual blur. Just to help with that, so... Alright, then let's hit you with a laser. Oh, what? Alright, fine, whatever. Luckily, the full auto hits multiple squares, so... Oh, maybe I should have healed myself before that. I might lose the spider tank, actually. Well, there that goes. Yeah, I should have healed myself. Or I should have healed the spider tank, so. Yeah, let's fireball these guys. Why did it ricochet to her? Good thing it missed. Holy crap. That was crazy. Okay. Oh, right. I can actually grenade these guys. Well, if it hits. Oh, I hit one of them. Woo! Oh, come on, man. Okay, can I at least put an acid fog there? Probably can't even really do any damage to this guy, to tell you the truth. Oh, that summon get killed? I guess it did, because I don't know. Oh, but I can summon a spear. No, your to hit sucks. Does you still have blur? Yeah, you still have blur for now. Oh my god. Your to hit sucks. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is terrible. This sucks. Okay. There we go. God, I really dislike like missing so many times. And it's like a 1 in 2 chance that I'll hit the guy. Oh my god, that blows. That really blows. Alright. That guy was worthless. Bye. Thanks, I guess. Oh my god, I can't hit anything with my guys at all. Oh yay! Okay, let's gotta get that damage somewhere, man. Man, you're like nothing to you. Alright, let's actually, would I be able to hurt you from this point? There we go. Ha. Oh, I hate missing. I hate it. There we go. Thank you, Duncan. Actually, I need to use a heal on myself. Alright, I think we got it now, so everyone else is dead, so we can just kind of blast these guys. Yeah, you can see why this fight's actually harder than the final boss in the main game. Just because, you know, because of all the spider tanks and everything like that. Where is... Huh. Okay, I was about to say, why are we still in combat? Okay, I think the game's a bit broken, but alright. Oh, what the? Krait comes barreling into the room, her weapons drawn. The heavy ballistic plates of her uniform make her look more mechanical than organic, an oppression magnified by the coldness of her voice. That was quite a feat taking down those spider drones. She pulls back the slide of her weapon. Don't get your hopes up, though. Your skills won't be enough to save you. You sure about that? We've taken down everything you've thrown at us. Hell, you worked for Joe Sang. You know what we went up against in the Walled City? Your performance in the Walled City was impressive, I'll give you that, but I've still got you outgunned. I beat a god, dude. She gestures with the barrel of her weapon. You may be good, but you're not invincible. All of it takes is one well-placed bullet. Glad to hear you feel that way. I was afraid that you'd surrender before I got the chance to make you pay for what you did to Carter. Who? Oh, right, the collateral damage from the ambush. That was just business. If your friend didn't want to get shot, she shouldn't have gotten in the way. She was kind of just standing there. Now, realistically, you probably should just straight up kill her because of what's going on. However, there's something else that can go on with this. So, if you got the information from the warehouse, or from the Ares warehouse before in the last episode, we can talk to her about it. Before we get into this, there's something that you should know. Make it quick. I'm not getting paid by the hour, and I don't like delaying the inevitable. And at any point, you can always attack her, so. Ares is going to stab you in the back after they make their move. Her eyes narrow. That's quite a claim. Can you prove it? Send Krait the Ares executive files. See for yourself. She studies the pages of scrolling text that you push to her PDA. Her brow furrows as she reads. Finally, she looks up back at you. Thank you for showing me this, but it doesn't change anything. For the time being, I'm on Ares' payroll. I'm going to have to revisit our arrangement before they make their move, but that doesn't change what I have to do today. So, if you have Etiquette Shadowrunner, this makes it a lot easier. If you don't, you need to have Intelligence of, I believe, 6. If you don't have Etiquette that or Intelligence of 6, then there's nothing you can do to convince her, despite you getting the evidence for it. So you have to kill her anyway. So keep that in mind. But anyway, since I have Etiquette Shadowrunner, I could say, it could. Who's to say that I didn't kill you in this warehouse? You could disappear. No, you can't. No, can't do it. I've got a reputation to uphold. She shakes her head, but you can read the uncertainty in her expression. You can still walk away from this. There's no need for any more bloodshed today. There's a long pause. Finally, Krait acquiesces with a nod. All right, Wiggles, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. On the count of 3, I'm going to tell my men to lower their weapons, and then we're going to walk out of here calmly and peacefully. You take the warehouse, and we disappear. And you can always back up, so deal. And that gets you an achievement, by the way, for doing this. She nods, then taps in a code sequence on her PDA. We're out of here. Pleasure doing business. Oh, and you should know, it was never anything personal, Wiggles. I was just carrying out my client's wishes. First Joe Sangs, then Ares. Same as you do every day. Yeah, I get it. We both do our business in the shadows. She turns to you. I knew that you'd understand. And yet we never get, because of that, we don't get, and no one says anything. Duncan doesn't say anything. You know, Gavit, Isabel say nothing. At least here, I think they say something in the end. But you think they say something now, like kind of like when you can make the deal with the Yama King. Duncan steps in and goes, "Wait, what?" Like as in because that could ease up. Oh, there's. I thought there was like a weird spider thing right there. But yeah, we just game. Oh, I thought the game bugged out for a second. Wouldn't be surprised. Game? Uh-oh. I think the game might have bugged out. I'm supposed to be able to leave. I might have to reload it. Alright, let's do a... Let's see if I can save it and reload it. If not, I might have to do this all over again. That would suck, but... let's try that again. Okay, let me... Ooh, it's not letting me save. That's not good. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, the game bugged out. It's supposed to let me out of here. Give me a second. I'm going to see if I can fix this. I think it's because I walked to this item to grab it, and then she popped in, so it messed up the... Yeah, it's not letting me click anything. Even the med packs, it won't even let me grab them. Yeah, I think I bugged the game out. Nuts. Alright, I'll be right back. I'll have to do that fight again, all over again, just to get back to this point. This game is broken, man. Okay, it still works, but man, I realized after playing this how many bugs are in this game. It's kind of crazy. But alright, I'll be right back in a second. Okay, looks like I fixed it this time because everyone was supposed to leave the room and they never did during that cutscene. So, yeah, I had to redo the whole fight all over then. Although, weirdly enough, it went a lot better for me. The bad thing about that fight is the Spire Tanks being able to basically heal themselves almost every other turn. It's crazy. But as long as you're consistent with the damage, you're fine. But, yeah. I think it's when I accidentally grabbed the item and it bugged out the AI or something like that. So, that was insane. And it wouldn't let me save it, so I couldn't, like, reload it and see if that would fix it. But, oh well. Your PDA buzzes. The tone is instantly familiar. Kindly Chang is on the line. Pick up. Hello, dear. She swills something the color of overripe plums from a rock's glass. I take it you secured the Ares facility in Tai Po. How could you know that? Oh dear, our dear friend Joma has been very good about sending regular progress updates. It's part of the job there, you know. So tell me, what are they doing? What is being stored in that warehouse? What do you need to know? Do I have to fucking spell it out for you? I need to know whether whatever you're seeing possesses a threat to me. I've been really evaluating or working on the ship. I think that maybe I'll hold on to this information. We can discuss an appropriate price for it when I get back to Hawaii. If I can't get the information out of you, I'll pay Captain Joma to watch over there and gather it for me himself. He won't turn down an easy paycheck, dear. You should know that by now. Her lip curls into a sneer, and then when I see you again, and I will, we will have a long, unpleasant conversation about the consequences of wasting my time. So tell me, what do you see? Actually, I don't think you'll see me again. Key is restoring my sin, kindly. My payment for services rendered. Yes, I know about that too, and I have a counter-proposal for you. Before you get to hear what I'm offering, you'll drop the fucking attitude and describe what you see in that warehouse. I think with that choice line of words, I shouldn't have to do that. Like, because the way I've been wording it, we should be just being disrespectful to her in the first place, whether it's bad for us or not. But the fact that we still tell her is kind of like, well, isn't that counterintuitive to what we were doing? Now, if you want to get another achievement, you actually want to, well, I don't think it has anything to do with this section, but up ahead there'll be a section where you want to basically help Kindly Chang out, and I'll tell you when that is. I'm not doing that for this ending, but Ares is taking over the HKPF. This warehouse is full of military-grade weapons and vehicles. Ah, I see. She pauses a moment, considering the drink in her hand. The glass is beaded with condensation that hangs like sweat from its surface. As promised, here's my counteroffer. Instead of turning the wheelhouse over to Mitsuhama, I want you to burn the fucker to the ground, leave nothing standing. You do as I ask, and you'll be set with the Yellow Lotus for life. Every privilege that you can imagine, every extravagance, however rare or expensive, will be all yours for the asking. All for the price of some gasoline and a match. Wait, burn it, why? Turning that facility over to Mitsuhama won't stop Ares. It'll force their hand and push them into attempting an immediate takeover of the HKPF. The end result is likely to be long and bloody, and Mitsuhama will lose in the end anyway. If Ares macro technology is set on taking over the Hong Kong police force, nothing will stop them. They have the resources to succeed in the end, no matter how desperate Mitsuhama attempts to resist it. Why not just let them do that? What does it matter if Ares controls the police? Use your head, dear. Under Mitsuhama, the HKPF was content to leave well enough alone when it came to the triads and their territories. They knew which neighborhoods were theirs and which were ours, and they did us the courtesy of keeping their noses out of our business. And if Ares were to take over, when Ares takes over, that could all change. They'll likely make a priority of replacing us with an organization they've already got in their pocket. The 44 Knives, perhaps, or the Red Dragon Syndicate. The Yellow Lotus will not survive such a change. The old woman inspects her glass again, dipping a pinky down to tap at the ball of ice that floats in the center of her drink. It spins away from her finger. She closes her eyes with a sigh. What about a key? What happens to her? Her eyes snap back open. The placid expression on her face is washed away by a wave of irritation. I was having a moment, dear. You really need to learn when to keep your fucking mouth shut. I actually hate this character a lot. As for Key, why would I give a fuck? As soon as you burn the warehouse, she'll become irrelevant anyway. She huffs in indignation, then her face seems to brighten. I'll tell you what. Choose a fate for Senior Inspector Key that you think will make me happy. Surprise me. Sure, if that's what you want. She raises her glass to the screen. Her voice goes cold. You heard my offer, Wiggles, and you know what I'm willing to pay. I'll pray that you make the right decision for all our sakes. Kindly Chang image flickers on your PDA screen, then winks out of existence. The call has been terminated. Alright. Yeah, I actually really hate Kindly Chang. Like, she... in the story, I just really hate her. Anyway. That's why over the course of the game I always liked being indignant with her. Because the game wouldn't have you get killed by her, because they wouldn't program that in, but... Key struggles to lift herself into a kneeling position as you approach. She looks up at you with red-rimmed, horribly bloodshot eyes. The veins of her temple are still throbbing, and you can see red crescents where her nails have bitten into the palms of her hands. Wiggles, it's Krait. She's gone. I convinced her to walk away. Her eyes widen. Walk away? How'd you do? For what it's worth, I regret it. I should have put a bullet in her. She shakes her head. Hell of a surprise. Guess it doesn't matter, though. Reach into my pocket, Wiggles. Grab my PDA. I have something to tell you, Key, and I don't think you're gonna like it. Her eyes narrow. What do you mean? When I was helpless, you tortured me, and now you're lying on the ground helpless. And, well, you do the math. I see. And what do you intend to do exactly? She closes her eyes and licks her lips. Think before you answer, Wiggles. You'll never get an offer like the one I'm making you again. You kill me and you'll never leave the shadows, and not for as long as you live. Michael, think about what you're doing. I want my life back, damn it. And we want this team to survive. I get where you come from, Duncan, and you're putting yourself ahead of the rest of us. This shit ain't right. Listen to me, Wiggles. This is your only chance of getting out from under Kindly Chang's thumb or getting your old life back. Are you really willing to give that up? So this is the big point of the game is there's two different endings. Well, okay, so there's two major endings to this, but there's variations on the ending depending on mainly how you ended the game originally for the most part, because depending on how you originally ended the game, you might not have a lot of your allies with you at this point. I'll probably, maybe at some point I'll show that ending as well. I just wanted to get this bonus extended content out of the way first. So, as you can see here, the game basically points it out too. So, you can side with Kindly Chang and let her live. I'll get you safety, but we're burning this place, sorry. So you still side with Kindly, but you let Key leave. And killing Key is actually an achievement. So, killing Key is an achievement. Helping Kindly Chang is also, well, helping Kindly Chang in a very specific way is an achievement. And then going back to your old life is an achievement as well. So, or you can side with Kindly Chang and kill Key and say, I'm burning this place to the ground, you in it. If you're lucky, the smoke will kill you before the fire does. And then finally, take Key's PDA. Alright, Key, you win. Just tell me what you want me to do. Good. Now dial 1343 and tell corporate that the warehouse is secure. She closes her eyes. They'll handle the rest. Do what you have to do, but know that if you get your sin restored, our time running together is over. You and Duncan get your lives back, but the team dies in this room. You'll be going someplace that the rest of us can't follow. The line connects. The voice on the other end is smooth and professional. Ms. Alma Corporate, please state the nature of your business. And then once again, you can still kind of change your mind. Not so much siding with Kindly Chang specifically, but you know. But anyway, I'm with Senior Inspector Key. We've secured the Taipo warehouse. It's ready for your people to claim. Acknowledge. Stand by for evac. A series of rapid-fire clicks fill your ears. I can't believe it. We get our lives back. We're going home. I hope that you enjoy it, Gun Show. I hope they both do. I'm surprised Isabel has nothing to say. I guess I know it's because if you talk to the group, you can. If you talk to everyone, you can tell Gobbet is more invested in the group than Isabel is, despite caring for Gobbet as a friend like that. But you can tell Gobbet really likes our synergy, the way you talk to her throughout the whole game. So this is kind of sad for her type of situation. So I'm glad that it could help you. We all know where life in the shadows ends. She struggles up to her knees, then reaches for your hand. Help me up. We'll wait for them outside. The typo docks are silent, save for the gentle lap of the water against the shore. Senior Inspector Key leans against you, hugging your shoulders for support. The bird that you called in should be here any minute now. All we've got to do is wait. What happens after they pick us up? How long until our sins get restored? I'll submit the paperwork as soon as the recovery team gets here. You should officially be people again by the end of the day. Well, I guess this is it, huh? This is where we part ways. When your medvac transport gets here, enjoy the flight, huh? Her tone is friendly, but she can't keep the frown out of her voice. Can't imagine we'll see each other again after today. This is a good, strong team. Do me a favor and keep it that way after I've gone. Isabel glances up, scanning the night sky with a frown. Apparently satisfied, she returns her attention to you. Don't worry about us. We'll carry on just fine without you. You'll be fine. You all will. And for the first time in a long time, so will we. But yeah, if I ever show that other possible ending, you're gonna be kind of surprised with how this choice can end it. But anyway, Key and Duncan wait by your side for the Mitsuhama suborbital transport. Duncan looking more and more impatient as the seconds tick by. The rest of your group is absent. No, they're not your group anymore. Your time working for Kindly Cheng is done. The other runners now just memories, part of history to leave behind with Hong Kong. The transport arrives and quickly launches you into the sky. Below, a small fleet of aircraft descend like vultures on the Taipo warehouse. Mitsuhama Reclamation's team come flooding in to seize the advanced technology inside. Ares' conspiracy has failed. Its secrets laid bare. What happens from here will be in the Executive Council's hands. Key fades into and out of consciousness as your transport's VTOL engines carry the craft away, out of the shadows and into a different life. A deep bone-rattling shake jolts you awake from a dreamless sleep. It feels like an earthquake, but you can't move. You're strapped to a chair. Gradually, your brain reorients itself, and you remember where you are. A transorbital flight one way from Hong Kong to SeaTac. At long last, you're on your way home, courtesy of Senior Inspector Fiona Key and her connections at Mitsuhama. The flight is nearly empty. A red-eyed, out-of-check lab cock rarely hosts anyone other than the high-level corporate types. Jet-setting sim stars and freaks like you. You glance up, catching the eye of the flight attendant standing beside your seat. Drink order, sir? The flight attendant smiles down at you, seemingly oblivious to the turbulence that continues to rock the cabin. We'll be coming by with the cot momentarily, but if you'd like to purchase an alcoholic beverage, I could take your credit stick now. We have beer, wine, and spirits. I'll just wait for the cart, thanks. Juice is free, right? She nods with a smile. Yes, sir. Timmy will be with you by with the card in a jiff. I know that's a lady attendant. I just want to be funny. Juice, huh? Nothing harder? Me, after everything that we've been through, I want a drink. What I want and what I can afford are two different things. Ah, gotcha. Tell you what, I'll cover you the next time she comes around. I'm gonna lay waste to the bourbon supply, and you're gonna help me do it. Deal. That's what I like to hear. Anyway, the whole Hong Kong debacle, it was a hell of a thing, wasn't it? A hell of a thing. We kicked the demon god's ass and got to eat weird food. Not the worst vacation I've ever had, honestly. Duncan snorts, giving you a sidelong grin. Me neither, but I'm staying home for a bit. Gotta take care of Dad with the way they messed with his brain and all that. Well, he's gonna need it. He's still alive and safe in Seattle. We'll be there with him in a few hours. Duncan smiles. Yeah, Wiggles, I will. Weren't you supposed to give him a call after we lifted off, by the way? We'll be there in a few hours. I'd rather let him rest. You sure? If you don't, he's just gonna call you and scold you for being so inconsiderate. Almost as if on cue, your comm link begins to buzz. Duncan gives you a significant glance. See? Told you so. Yeah.
Michael, I cannot believe that you forgot to call me. I was worried about something that happened to you, and...
You let Raymond rant for you for a bit, letting him calm down. I got caught up buying a lottery ticket in the airport. Wanted to see if it was your lucky day. Raymond lets out a chuckle.
I'm alive and I'm home. That's the best sweepstakes I could hope to win. I'm just getting settled back in here, trying to make the place feel like home.
His voice is stronger than it was last time you saw him, more composed.
There's space here for both of you if you want to stay with me.
I'd like that. I'm sure the Duncan would too.
Wonderful. I'll have breakfast waiting for you when you land, and we can eat together just like when you two were young.
We'll see you soon. The line disconnects.
Good talk.
You know how Ray is. He threatened us with free food. There's a moment of silence as another wave of turbulence rocks the plane.
Got one last question for you, if you don't mind. You are gonna hang around Seattle after we get home, aren't you? I mean, you're not gonna disappear overnight or anything, right?
I'll hang around Seattle for a little while, but Duncan, you can't expect me to stick with you forever.
I don't. You do whatever you need to do, Michael. I won't try to stop you, but for God's sakes, fucking tell me before you go running off into the night this time, okay?
The cabin shudders again, more turbulence, but it doesn't bother you. You know that you can weather it. You let your eyes flutter shut and a deep sense of satisfaction watches over you. You've come full circle. You're finally going home. Seattle feels strange after so much time away. It still feels like home, but it's curiously foreign at the same time. With your sins restored, you and Duncan set about rebuilding the lives that you once had. Rather than returning to Lone Star, Duncan launches his own private security firm, taking legitimate work for smaller companies. You, Duncan, and Raymond mend old wounds and knit yourselves into something resembling a family once again. You spend your spare time helping the poor and disadvantaged of Seattle. Whether your efforts will make a difference in the long run remains to be seen. For your part, your skills are always in demand, be it helping Duncan when he needs extra backup, investigating mysterious occurrences, or helping corporate clients out of tough situations. It's less of an adrenaline rush than the constant danger of your life in Hong Kong, but it pays well and it's rewarding enough to keep you satisfied. In the following months, Ares Macrotechnology takes over the contract for the HKPF from Mitsahama. The Tolo Harbor complex is completed, and a new heavily militarized police force walks the street of Hong Kong. Back in Seattle, the city is thrown into chaos when the Renraku arcology inexplicably closes itself off from the outside world, trapping its hundreds and thousands of residents inside. The UCAS military cordons the structure off, casting a pall over the metroplex. The feud between the Red Dragon Association and the Yellow Lotus erupts into a full-scale gang war in the early 2060s, resulting in the total destruction of the Yellow Lotus. You're unsure of what has become of Kindly Chang, Gobbet, or Isabel, and you never hear a word of them again. You sometimes think back to your time in the shadows, but not often. Over time, the memories fade, dissipating into dreams of friends long gone and nightmares of monsters left in the past. But for now, it's time to look to the future and to the promise that still holds. The end. So, yep, that's it for Shadowrun Hong Kong. Obviously, choosing that ending is a little bit more, like, bittersweet because you get your lives back, but, like, all the people you helped, you know, what happens to them. When it comes to Kindly Chang, I don't give a fuck what happens to her. Isabel and Gobbet are a different matter, but, you know, they decide to stay behind or keep working for Kindly Chang, and that's just how it is. It kind of goes to show that there's never really a perfect ending, because even if you choose the other ending, it's maybe a little bit better because you're the whole idea of freedom and stuff like that, but you're still still working for Kindly Chang despite her despite her warnings, despite her telling you otherwise. But I mean, it's not as bad. But I don't know, I kind of like the going back to a normal world type of ending because it breaks all the tropes. Because a lot of these stories, the character always stays in the new world that they've gone to because they're like, oh man, this is so much better than what it was before. I feel more alive. But almost no one ever chooses to go back, you know. And I like to see stories more like that, just to kind of throw a wrench into people's ideas of what would happen and stuff like that. I don't know, I just find it funny. So, but yeah, the bonus campaign overall is a fun little trip back into the game. Obviously, for those who bought the original game, is a little extra bit of free DLC. For those who didn't buy the game originally, it's like a little extra ending closure. The only problem is it's kind of, not that it's short, it's just it almost seems unnecessary to add in all those extra missions and stuff like that. I know why, it's to give you extra karma and money, just in case that maybe you barely finished the end of the game, or used up all your resources by the points. It's enough to give you something to prepare for the final for Typo. Although I like the fact that they give you a chance to just do the plot stuff, and you can ignore the side quest if you just want to do the plot stuff and finish. And you can finish the bonus campaign pretty quickly if you do that. The challenge is obviously the spider tanks at the very end. It's still not too. It's a little bit harder obviously on the hard mode, but it's not too ridiculous as long as you. When I played the game, I was a bit more loose with like how I plan things out, because realistically on normal and easy mode you don't really have to be super tactical. You can be a bit loose and mess up a few times and be fine for the most part. The only times I died were like when weird glitchiness happened, or if I obviously did stupid things like staying out of the open during standing ley lines, so I could effectively use my spells every turn to full effect, and sometimes you just have to take that risk. But there were ways to keep myself alive during those times, like the blur ability and stuff like that. But overall, and I like the bonus campaign a little bit because it does give closure to some of the characters and lets you, finally decide if you want to go home or not. Kind of like how Duncan always wanted to, because the game, in the original game, it kind of just, I wouldn't say it just ends, but it's just kind of like, oh, you do this whole thing, and then you kind of just assume, or whatever you think you want the characters to do, and that's it. And this, it gives you a little bit more, like, lets you change it a little bit more to, like, customize the ending just a little bit more to say, oh, maybe this happened instead, whether you went back or stayed with Kindly Chang. But yeah, leaving Key behind gets you an achievement. Siding with Kindly Chang and helping her with the whole Yellow Lotus situation. And there's a little bit of extra at the end where you can help Kindly Chang even further, because the whole war thing with the Red Lotus still happens. But you're able to help her and the Yellow Lotus survive, basically. I'll go over that if I ever go over that. I might do that as a bonus episode. I'll show the other version of the ending, and I might eventually show the other endings in the main campaign just to show off those. I just wanted to finish the main stuff and the bonus campaign before I did all the extra bonus episodes. So, but anyway, I hope you like this little extra jaunt into the bonus campaign for those who stuck around. Yeah, I still got a couple of bonus episodes just to, like I said, mainly just to get the endings and show those off. After that, who knows what other game I'll play, because unfortunately this is it for the game. As I mentioned in the original finale, the main company who did this no longer, I forgot, I think Microsoft technically owns this now. Not this company, but just Shadowrun or something like that. So the company who worked on this game now is making like a new projects, and they'll probably never come back to this. So this might be the last thing we see of a Shadowrun game for maybe quite a while. It depends on what's going on. If that's the case, well, not a bad game to end up on. Played Shadowrun Returns, played Shadowrun Dragonfall, and played this one. There are a few more Shadowrun games I haven't played, so maybe I'll do that one next, like the Sega Genesis one, but that might be some time down the line. But whatever happens, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and see you next game.